Hello, YouTube. Today I've decided to talk about making people feel comfortable when you talk to them. See, me, being the type of guy I am, and yes, I have a disability and everything, but, see, the thing is, when you talk to somebody and you have a problem with them, you want to make sure you go with somebody they're comfortable with and they're comfortable talking to. And you want to make them feel as comfortable as possible and not all forced into acting a certain way. Now, I would say this is true for pretty much everybody. I mean, there's also the factor of making up rules for certain things. Like, lately I have noticed one rule for the most part. For some reason, there is a rule that disability people can't date other disability people, which is a stupid rule in its own self. This is what I have to say about made up, stupid sounding rules. A made up, stupid sounding rule usually leads to a made up, stupid sounding result. What that means is there's always a result to whatever rule you have just made up. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't make up rules for yourself. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you should know how to deal with your own self and everything. And what you would want them to do if you had a problem with them. Okay, would you rather be able to get to know them after a real while, then bring it up? Or would you rather bring it up right after the second time you meet the person and make the person very uncomfortable? I mean, that's not something I would do. I'd rather make sure the person is comfortable than just to spring on them out of proportion. But that's me. I don't know if that's you guys, but yeah, that's what I do. But back to what I was saying before. Don't. Now I kind of forgot what I was going to say. Don't always think that the person is comfortable. Like, if you have to make the person comfortable, get one of their friends to help you talk to them. Like, someone they're close to. Someone who doesn't mind talking to them with you. Heck, it says in the, I'm going to say Bible here, Bible, that if you're having a problem with somebody, bring someone along with you to help you understand it. Now, I don't know where it says that, but I know it's in there because I go to church, so yeah. But don't just think, oh, this person's going to be fine. He won't feel uncomfortable if I go up to him out of absolute nowhere. No, they're not going to be fine. They're going to develop a rule in their head over the subject that you're bringing up. Like what's going on with something I'm dealing with right now, where a rule has formed, not about me, but about someone else. I'm not going to say who. But it has formed, and I don't like the way it's formed, because the rule sounds really stupid. It's basically the old disability people can't date regular people, and the other one, disability people can't be friends with regular people. I mean, this happens in high school. Okay, when us disability people get out of school, we do not want to hear that anymore. We got tired of that a long time ago. And now we're even more tired of it if you bring it up in front of us. And then we have to listen to it, and we go right to the worst possibility ever half the time. Now, I will say this, some of us don't. Some of us think you're being stupid and don't know what you're talking about. Now, yeah. I'm not saying don't be you. I'm just saying know what you would want to be treated like. Because, see, in a disabilities person mind set, yeah, some don't act like this, but whatever. Most of the mindset is, you give me respect, I'm going to give you respect. They're not going to randomly respect you if you are an elder. If you are extremely older than them, they are not going to respect you just because you're extremely older than them. They're going to respect you because you gave them respect and gave them a chance to talk. And gave them a chance to actually say how they feel. Now, I have been going to counseling lately and getting to some I feel statements. I have to say, those work a lot. Those work pretty good. But only try your best to do the nice version. I'd have to say there are two different versions. There's the mean version, and then there's the nice version. You want to go for the nice one, because I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this saying, but you'll get more things with sugar than you will vinegar. Or something like that. I can't remember how it's exactly said. But it's kind of said like that. So, yeah, don't always just don't always jump into it. I mean, yes, I wing it myself and I need to work on that myself. But don't just suspect that the person's going to be okay with you jumping on him out of nowhere with no one that understands him. If you do not understand the person, find somebody that can go with you to talk to the person that does understand the person. Don't act like an idiot and do it yourself. Go with someone. I can't stress this enough. I've already stressed as much as I can. It just sounds really stupid when you do it yourself. Here's another subject I want to talk about. There's something that really grinds my gears. This really grinds my gears here. Yeah. It's this silly thing of, oh, my kid just turned 18 and I'm going to become my kid's guardian and then ship my kid off to a group home. While that might be great for kids who aren't high functioning, like if they have really bad autism, yes, I can, or a really bad disability, yes, I can see them getting help from a group home. If you know what that group home is like, check up on it. Don't just go off of what you've heard. I myself get real tired of hearing from my friends sometimes about how their parents has put them in a group home that they don't like because the helper at the group home treats them like they don't matter. And that's basically what happens. Because when you ship your kid to a group home and you become their guardian, you're basically taking away their freedom. They're never going to become independent because the rules at group homes are so strict, you can't even go 5 feet from the actual group home sometimes. There are some group homes like that. Now, I don't know if they're all like that, but I do know some of them are like that. And I see it all the time because I got friends who have been in group homes. And I'm probably going to get a lot of feedback from them on how I've said this stuff when no, I haven't missaid this stuff. This is what they have told me. Some of them, that is. I had this friend one time, she was in a real pickle and she was in her group home. Well, she was in a group home with one of my friends who was trying to convince my friend to stay at the group home and everything. But my friend, I'm going to call her A, my friend A wanted to leave. But my friend, I'm going to say K, didn't want her to leave because whatever reason. And see, A is trying to get her own independence and everything, and her stepmom is being a real nasty person by telling the court that she can't do anything when in reality she can. She's like one of the smartest girls I've ever met. And yet she's in this group home and she's like real high functioning. I will say this again. If the person is not high functioning, do not put them in a group home. You're basically putting them in prison. Think about it this way. Do you want to put your kid in prison? Because that's basically what you're doing for the most part. Some group homes feel like prison to disability people. And I am not kidding. I hear it from my friends all the time. So yeah. They do everything wrong there. I heard of this one time there's this group home where a helper had left a client outside in the heat for a very long time. And this person that she had left out in the heat was sensitive to heat. So by the time they found the person was dehydrated and didn't really feel all that great. Because he was out in the heat for so long. Now, I don't know exactly what happened. I do know the lady got fired. But stuff like this happens all the time in group homes. You got those nice workers that will do whatever they can for your kid. And then you got those mean, abusive workers who just act like they don't care. You don't want that. Trust me. If you put your kid through that, they will resent you the rest of their lives. The rest of their life. And then if they die before you, don't be surprised if they come back and haunt you. Now, I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying they might. It's like, let's say you have a grandma or a mom and you put her in a nursing home. And for a bunch of years, they always said, don't ever put me in a nursing home or I'm going to haunt you from beyond the grave. Now, normally you would think, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, that could actually happen. Not saying I believe in ghosts. But it could happen. It could very well happen. You're better off just putting her in some like senior housing apartment complex thing. But one with good security. Make sure it has good security. Don't do those ones that have like really bad security. Because those ones, sometimes they don't care. The one I have one of my grandmas in, they care. It's just, they have to deal with a bunch of old people that will go up to the gate to go to Kroger's, walk through the gate, and leave the gate open. While themselves are going to Kroger's, and the gate's being left open. So then people are sneaking in to their apartment complex that don't belong. And they're complaining about it because, again, they left the gate open. What do you want to happen? Actually, what do you suspect to happen? Unicorns to fly through? So, yeah. But, yeah, that's what I have to say. So, if you like it, go ahead and like it, or comment, or subscribe. Just do one of those things. Oh, and hit the little bell icon to get notifications every single time I upload a video. I have not uploaded a video lately because I could not think of anything to think about. Plus, I have changed my YouTube name to Neji Ironblade. So, yeah. So, I guess in this case, this is Neji Ironblade signing out.